RV is a 2006 family comedy starring the late and great Robin Williams, as well as JoJo and this kid Josh Hutcherson. Yeah, that's his name. Who recently popped up in something recently that I watched. Zathura, which I also reviewed on the channel. And then this woman here, Cheryl Hines, who has the most familiar face, but when I looked her up, I didn't recognize anything she was in. But I swear I must have seen her somewhere in some movie or some show or anything. But Robin Williams leads the show. He's hilarious in this. This is directed by Barry Sonnenfeld, so the director of the Men in Black trilogy, as well as Wild Wild West, which is a little bit random because this film doesn't really feel like any of those films. And the comedy style doesn't really feel like it either. It definitely feels like just a goofy slapstick, forgotten comedy essentially, which it kind of is. And I had forgotten about it really. I've had it on my shelf for so long, I don't even remember where or when I got this movie or when I've seen it last because it's definitely been a while. And it just it's never left any huge impact on me. So I it almost felt as if I was watching it for the first time already because I had basically completely forgotten about this film. Now, did I enjoy the film? And that's the question. And surprisingly, I did a lot. I landed after finishing this at a 3.5 out of 5. It was almost a 4 out of 5, but it's still pretty high on the slapstick and the goofy. And I mean, a lot of it is just way too ridiculous and convenient and just like goofy, immature poop joke shit kind of thing. You got Jeff Daniels in here too, which when he pops up, I'm looking at him and I'm like, I think that's Jeff Daniels. I'm quite sure that's Jeff Daniels, and it is Jeff Daniels. But the jokes really land in this one. Like, honestly, I was really impressed for the kind of movie it is because it is so heavily slapstick and goofy and dumb family movie that the jokes are actually funny and the humor is actually funny. And there's parts in it that, although some make you cringe, there's a lot that makes me laugh, very much so. And I mean, just for Robin Williams alone, rest his soul, he really gives a dedicated performance, especially to like into the humor kind of thing. And JoJo has been in a film here or there, but she's mainly known as a singer. Her full name is Joanna Levisk. And yeah, always been a very beautiful girl and gives a pretty dedicated performance in my opinion as well as this kid, although he's almost typecast because everything he's in, he's pretty much the same character. But he kind of fits in with the whole family and everything, so it's not totally bad. He delivers what he's supposed to, so that's all you really need. This film opens up with Robin Williams kind of tucking his daughter into bed. She's like a 6-year-old girl, and you know, you can see that love between, you know, his kids and him, and they're looking at their dad as the hero kind of thing, and the mom is looking at the dad as the hero kind of thing, and then it flashes forward, I think, like 10 years, and the kids are grown up to JoJo and this kid's age, and obviously things completely change. They don't look at daddy as the hero anymore. They look at him as this goofy, nerdy, fucking behind the times dude kind of thing. And he works for this company. He's working for some soda called like Alpine Soda or something. He works for a brand, like a soda brand company kind of thing, and he's kind of a pitch guy. He's trying to there, or the company he's working for is trying to release this new soda kind of thing. So at the beginning of the movie, they're going to this like huge ass mansion with him and his family, and all the CEOs of the company are there and all that. And the daughter is a huge vegetarian, and she has this friend named Gretchen, who at the party, it's really funny, she calls out the CEO and she throws this like goopy drink at him, and she busts out this quote. She's like, "The fat of our youth is in your hands, wallow in it." And then she throws this drink at him, but this drink looks like jello. It looks like green goop, like slimy shit. I don't even know what the hell she was drinking or what the hell this drink is even about, but it looks like jelly dripping from his face. it's it's really random, and just the way the line is delivered, it's kind of hilarious. Robin Williams throughout the entire movie tries to do this like hip cool kid lingo, and he's like he keeps talking all slang, and he's like, keep it real homies, and like, what up dog, to his son and stuff like that. And it's just hilariously cringe. It's funny, but only Robin Williams can deliver it in a style that can actually make it hilarious. The family has plans to go on a trip to Hawaii, but the CEO of the company, Robin Williams' boss, Robin Williams' name in the movie is Bob, and Bob basically has to make this pitch, and it's due like in a couple days or whatever in Boulder, Colorado. So he has to cancel the trip to Hawaii, but he wants to kind of he's trying to find a way to make it kind of hush hush. And then while he's at work, these guys bring up an RV vacation, and he's like, holy shit, you can rent RVs. So he decides to rent an RV and take a trip to Boulder, Colorado with his family as a kind of re-vacation, but not tell his family that it's because he has a pitch to deliver in Boulder, Colorado, and he has to make some meetings in Boulder, Colorado. So he kind of like tries to not convince them, but make change of plans where it kind of works out for everything, kind of thing, while keeping it hush hush that he's doing it all for his family, but really he's doing it all for work. So they set off on this crazy like vacation style adventure. I mean, Vacation the movie with Chevy Chase. And they meet this family on the road, which is so stereotypical. And this family, who is led by Jeff Daniels, Jeff Daniels plays this guy named Travis, and Travis has a wife named Mary Jo, and then they have these three kids named Earl, Billy, and Moon. So they're very like, Ned Flanders style hip, hippie kind of redneckish, people with the twang accents and everything, and they're all like jolly all the time and howdy neighbor and all that shit. So it just turns into this hilarious stereotypical road trip where the teenage kids are like, come on dad, and the dad is trying to make the best of everything, and the mom is kind of just along for the ride and everything. Even when he's trying to turn the RV around in front of his like driveway on the road, he's hitting absolutely everything because the RV is essentially the same size as the street that they're on. So he's just backing into everything, and there's no possible way that he can get this vehicle turned 180 without destroying everything around it. And that's what happens. They're driving down the road, and they're all listening to their independent music on their headphones, and they're singing along to it. And you know how when people sing with headphones, they sing really loud, and the wife is singing some like 60s song, and then the son puts on his headphones and he starts rapping, and then the daughter puts on her headphones and she's singing Cherry Bomb by Joan Jett. They're all singing at the same time, and they're just singing over each other, and it's just like ear piercing kind of thing. At one point there's this whole scenario where they have to pump out the like the sewage basically from the RV, and this is the sewage that was left behind from the previous folk who shat in the bathroom and everything, and they have to clean that whole shit out literally. And Robin Williams has no idea how to do it, so he's trying to piece hoses together. And this family, this super redneck family, comes about, and they're trying to teach him how to put in the hoses all redneck style, and of course he it doesn't go right, and then one of the pipes explodes, and then there's this huge ass like shot of shit just everywhere, and it starts raining down on him. It's absolutely disgusting how much this guy gets covered in shit. It's funny. You can't really tell if the rednecks were like fucking with him on purpose, which they probably were, but it's a disgusting scene, and it's kind of like it was very reminiscent. Like, it just reminded me of the Shitters Full scene in Christmas Vacation, but yeah, it's so over the top with the shit flying everywhere, and it just starts raining down. It's gross. There's this one scene that I cringed. This is so awkward, and I don't even know how I feel about it. Robin Williams is doing his or Bob in the movie is doing his pitch for this job in the washroom, and this is at night when everybody's supposed to be sleeping, and the youngest kid of the Travis and Mary Jo's family, I think his name is Earl, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's Billy. Anyways, the youngest kid, he looks like he's 6 or something. He comes in the washroom because he can't sleep. Apparently, he has a sleeping disorder. And Robin Williams is like sitting on the toilet on his laptop. And the kid comes in and he's like, "Oh, wow, you got a nice one." And he's looking at Robin Williams' crotch, and I'm just like, he's talking about the laptop, but the way the angle of the kid and where the kid's looking, he's like, "You got a nice one." I'm like, that's fucking weird. That's a really really weird, uncomfortable scene. Like, I'm very shocked that got away like and into the movie because I mean. I know it's supposed to be funny, but it's still a little cringy. Just weird subject matter to make humorous. So that whole thing. At one point, they're trying to get away from this family of Travis and Mary Jo because they're so in their faces and everything. And they go to this gas station eventually, and then Robin Williams ends up getting his laptop stolen from this hitchhiker guy. He left it in the washroom, and then the hitchhiker guy grabs the laptop, runs outside, and jumps on some hay truck or something, and goes away. And then later on, he's walking down the road, and Travis and Mary Jo are all pissed off that Bob's family kind of ditched them, kind of thing, and they're feeling, betrayed essentially. And they find this hitchhiker, and they think he's a folk singer because he's carrying a guitar, and then they carry him along, and the kid sees the little kid that was in the washroom sees the laptop and recognizes it as Bob's laptop, so he recognizes this hitchhiker now as a thief, and then they kick him out of the bus and everything, and they keep the laptop, and now they're trying to return the laptop to the Bob's family. But Bob's family wants nothing to do with these guys because these guys are incredibly annoying, so they try to avoid them at all costs while the people are trying to get to them at all costs. And throughout the film, Robin Williams every once in a while will be going to these business meetings while trying to get away from his family but not make his family feel like he's like disappearing on them or ditching them. So at one point, very famous to the cover of the DVD, he's going to or he's coming back from a pitch meeting, and he wants to take a shortcut, and there's a shortcut through the mountains, and it's really really thin road and rocky road. It's basically four-wheel drive only, and he's trying to get through this mountain on an RV, and of course it's a hard ass time and it's an impossible time, but he manages to get to like the tip of the mountain, and it actually like it starts balancing, and he's trying to like rock the friggin' RV forward to go down the mountain kind of thing, and he gets in front of it, and it's all slapstick humor at that point. He's trying to like pull it, and just his physical comedy in that scene is gold. I loved it for his physical comedy on that one scene alone, because he really knew how to deliver a hilarious physical performance kind of thing. And Jeff Daniels too, the way he does his character, he really puts it all into him as well. His character, I mean. There's this scene with raccoons in the RV at one point too, and of course the daughter named Cassie, she's a huge vegetarian and animal rights activist kind of thing, and she doesn't want any of the raccoons like hurt. They decide to throw like a smoke bomb of some sort in the RV, and then that creates a huge scenario for a while. There's a scene where the kid he discovers these hipster gangster kids playing basketball, and he's really insecure with his height, and these kids start bullying him, and then the father comes along, and he just Robin Williams drops this like 2-minute monologue of just pure slang, and it actually makes the kids go away. He's like, they're like, whatever, man. and he's just going off on this stupid, ridiculous like rap lingo for 2 minutes straight. That I don't know if he was like creating it on the spot or if that actually was in the script, but my God, it was absolutely hilarious the way Robin Williams delivered this like hip hop lingo. It's one of the best things in the movie, hands down. The RV, there's a whole running joke in the entire film where the RV keeps running if it's not if they don't put rocks in front of the wheels. So the RV basically is always on neutral mode, and if there's no rocks in front of the wheels, it'll roll away, kind of thing, and it ends up in the river or the lake, sorry, at one point, and like goes right into the lake, and then at the end of the movie, it's not explained whatsoever, but somehow they bring it out of the lake just by themselves. So it's suggested that the four of them literally pulled this giant RV out of the lake, and it's got like seaweed and mold and stuff inside of it, and that's how they like drive home at the end of their vacation. So a lot of it is obviously stupid and ridiculous, and there's no like realisticness to the movie, but when it comes to the humor and the slapstick of it, it's pretty much like it's appropriate for all ages, and it's funny. You know, it's got stupid humor, obviously, and like shit jokes galore, and then that really weird child bathroom scene too. But you know, when the whole my favorite part was when the RV gets stuck there because, like I said, Robin Williams's physical performance in that scene alone is just gold. And then at the end of the movie, of course, he realizes that his family's more important than his job, and we get all these like basic movie tropes, especially family movie tropes, where he thought the wife would be mad if he had to cancel Hawaii, and then the wife is all like, "No, you think I would be mad? I love just spending time with you, and why do you think you think that if you had to, you know, commit to your job that I would be angry about that?" And then there's that whole realization, and then he's making the pitch at the end of the movie to his boss, and then his boss starts acting like a dick, and his daughter Cassie calls the boss out, and then the son, because he does karate, he like does some backflip with the boss and like throws him on the ground, and the sister's like, "Whoa, I didn't know you could do that." And the daughter of Travis and Mary Jo, she's like, "My hero." And yeah, so it ends very goofy and cheesy and sappy, but what kind of other ending would you expect for a film like this? And it's great to see, roles where Robin Williams gave it his all, because he was really a master at a unique type of humor, and he could range in different kinds of humor, but he had that unique quality to it. Like he's I can't say he's like one of the funniest men that ever lived or anything like that, but I can certainly say that nobody can replace Robin Williams. Nobody's like Robin Williams. Nobody has ever has been, and I don't think and I don't see nobody ever being another Robin Williams. He's so one of a kind, really. And that's the best part about it. It's just a really funny movie, and it was a lot of fun to revisit this one. And JoJo has always been a very pretty girl, and yes, she is well of age now, but she was actually playing a 16-year-old in this one. And she's always looked kind of older than what she was. I remember listening to her music all the time in high school, and I thought she was like 21, 22, and I'm like, holy fuck, she's like 15 years old. She's my age at that time. But yeah, she's really good in this. She's really hot today, like crazy. And the wife, the woman who plays the wife, is hilarious. The kid is also hilarious for what he does. And all of Jeff Daniels' family is a hoot too. I wish we saw a little bit more of that hillbilly family that came in when all the shit was going all over with the pipes. They were really funny. One of them is actually played, I forget the guy's name now, the actor, but he's been in 500 Days of Summer. He's been in a slew of movies. He was in this movie called The Last Kiss, which I think I reviewed on the channel, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. But yeah, he that whole redneck hillbilly family was really really funny, and it would have been nice to see more of them. But everything that has to do with like Robin Williams' family and then Jeff Daniels' family and them together and their shenanigans just works with comedy gold, and it's not a it's not too much of a cringy film when it comes to the humor. It actually delivers some really funny stuff in this, and it's worth checking out at least once. Like if you can find it somewhere on DVD for cheap, I guarantee you can find these in some kind of dollar bins or something like that, or just stream it somewhere if you can find it. But not a bad film whatsoever, and just watch it for the late and the great Robin Williams, if anything. So, subscribe to Morgan Film Fan if you like to listen to my voice or if you like my film reviews. I will be back with more soon, so stay tuned for those. Check out what's on the channel already. Stay tuned for what's coming. Until next review, have a good one. Take care and cheers.